Mouse. No, my USB thingy had crashed. But I rebooted anyway. And then I watched a movie. And now I'm back. Shit. God, are you kidding me? Oh, that looks a lot like 63 might be unknown. No, it's printing it. Interesting. Yeah. So not useful. What? It's like from the very top. I think I just one of them has the debug output suppressed. Maybe I want to, well, one of them being new. I think I should not suppress it for the time being until I see that that is really the same. And I'm currently in new, right? Okay, more differences. New prints this. Old is not doing that. What is a bug? Git diff git commit -a -m whip get branch get switch classification old vi classification.cxx. This else should not be there. Get commit -a -m whip make run it and write it to alt. VR group. Finally got somewhere. Execution time changes, and immediately another problem. Minus is the new. New is printing uncasted characters. That totally sucks. No, wait a minute. Minus is old, of course. I'm still in old. Yep, no cost there. Static cast uint 32 type of apply. And now there is no div. That is pretty much surprising, because new is still crushing. Hell, it should even have the assert written in the file. So how can there be no difference? Is that written to standard error? Yeah, see, this one does have a core dump. What? Are you telling me that alt is also core dumping now? No. Then, oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, so here is the first difference, yes, but it looks like unknown, which is printed wrong. Yep, ply is being printed here, of course, as a numeric value. I have to change that in both branches. That was fast. And suddenly doesn't crash anymore. How is that even possible? Switch to Alt. Make writer to Alt. Another make writer to Alt. Switch to new. I forgot to compile. Well, we get a core dump without any debug output difference. So it looks like impossible, but okay, I'll look at it. I'll probably want to turn the debug output off again for the larger parts. Yeah, if that takes too long. Oh, there it is. I think we just get an overflow here. So unknown is 63. Yeah, it just oh, we already reached 62. In that case, I need the output from alt for, no, I just need the output of, actually, no, we trust alt. Max supply 65. Yeah, well, that's definitely more than 63. Even more than 64, but 63 would be, I mean, 64 already needs one bit more. I guess I never tested it for the value 8. 8 times 33 is that minus 34 divided by 7, rounded down, it's 32. That's a very, very round down. It's 32.9 or something, so that's just a big round down there. But still, that is then 32 times 2 is 64. Oh, this is the ceiling. Oh, no. Huh? No, still. Even when 65 would have been nicer, but 64 should already give me one bit more. Shouldn't it? It turns the ceiling or the log 2 of n. It doesn't, does it? I mean, I think that 64 and 63 results at the same value. That is incorrect. Be right back. think I should do log 2. Log 2 plus 1. And apparently I need a plus 1 here as well to be safe. That gives me the 65. Nou ja, I need the seal log in this case, because here I want to store 0 up till and including board size x minus 1. And here as well. Number of blocks, same thing. Max degree bits. Size X, same thing, but this one I'm not sure of. The number of children or parents of a given node. Do I store max degree itself? This looks like the maximum value. Yes. No, it's the size of an array. It's really the number of one larger than the actual index used. Yeah, this is inclusive. Degree type. Yeah. I think that this must be adjusted for the inclusive type case. I should just write it to a file, even though I suppressed output again. Output like that, and then we don't get a quarter. I was trying to compare it, including that debug output, so let's turn it on again. Off again, I mean. On again, yeah. Awesome, I think. Or did I again forget to compile it or something? No. No, I suppose it works now, finally. But I'm pretty sure I made changes and I committed them that are fixes, which should go into master and not into new. Dang. That's irrelevant. This should be just debug output. Yeah, I did very consciously check this before. Is that? That's irrelevant. This is irrelevant. This again debug on and off. This should be yeah, put in master, I think. No, not. That is also debug output. This is actually the only thing that is irrelevant. These two should have been put in master. Let's cherry pick this thing. That is this thingy. Get status. Yeah, well, okay, let's commit it. Oh, really? What the hell? Oh, wait a minute. It's after reading again. So we do reach this point now. Yeah, I'm not sure this file is... does it even exist? Why would that exist? That does not exist. Good. Good. So assuming that I think it's 17 is the smallest that I have. So 27. Holy. I'll have to test that again, and definitely with optimization this time. Even then it takes long. Yeah, this took like 5 minutes, right? What is the Money G doing here? Wait a minute. Forgot to configure it, I think, again, I think. Yeah, now we have a -03. Otherwise we would have waited forever. Now it takes 5 minutes. Not email. Hello, Lightjes. Hello, people. I was not looking at chat, but I am now. Please give intro like what you're doing. I am analyzing king plus rook versus king on an infinite large board. Actually only quarter infinite, but it's still infinite, right? But we have two edges. That's a double attack. Take here, and then take here, and then save the rook. But how? Or here, take, and lose that anyway. Don't tell me I already lost a pawn here. Unbelievable. I think I did. I know I can take. Okay, I'll just resign. I think the program is finished anyway. Yay, okay, everything works now. Now, then the last thing I did is compressing classification a little bit, which is then now 1 byte less. Okay, yeah, it was 3 bytes, now it's 2 bytes again for large boards. What do I want to do next? I think I do want to I probably should use blocks for the king and then create my partitions. Let me think. That has mostly to do with yeah, I can start with regenerating my files. The question is if write still works. Reading is reading the old format. I can test that, of course. So now I'm reading the old format and that works. So I'm generating the correct stuff And then now I can write the correct stuff with a new function, a new writer function, which writes the new format. And then I write two functions. So I write a function that writes it, and I write a function that reads it. And if that then compares equal, then I'm going to assume that I did the right thing. Because, well, otherwise I would have to introduce a bug in both functions that they cancel each other, which is very, very unlikely in this case. So I have a write to, let's say, can hardly be anything wrong about it either. Well, this one anyway. So the write to runs over all my info objects in black to move. That I have to change that, but currently we have a block as one block, which is as large as the whole board, and then. So I'm gonna have, I mean, the board is divided in a number of blocks, and then the white king is a one block, and the black king is in the same block or in a different block. And then for each combination of two block pairs, so white block and the black block, as it were, call that a partition. I want to create a separate file. So if we have only one block in total, then the black and the white king are definitely always in the same block, and therefore there's only one partition and thus one file. And that one file, then I write in all the infos in a certain order. In this case, I am writing them in the order. Oh, that's a good question. What is the order? Black to move is a vector that uses the encoded board as an index, and the board is encoded as high. The most significant bit is the black king, and then the white king, and then the rook. So, and then each of the squares for all those three are encoded as first the y coordinate and then the x coordinate. And so, yeah, there is a certain logic to it, but we are gonna lose that as soon as I introduce partitions. So maybe I should rewrite this. No, let me write it first like this, which means that I'm gonna keep this for now and then read it, of course, in the exact same way. So I need to make write to work for classification and read from version 2. Yeah, I have a classification, right? And that's the only thing, right? I mean, I used to have a one for info, but now it's just classification. These are the only object that we read and write. And this thing is being written as, yes, in network order or big endian, just the encoded value. I mean, encoded is simply, I could compress that. I mean, not all bits might be used. So I could make the, say, if encoded is like 9 bits, then I would be writing 16 bits. More annoying would be when it is 33 bits and I would be writing 64 bits. It could almost double, right? The size of the file. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it that. For reasons. Yeah, so I'm just getting the encoder type, which is just a number of bytes, power of 2 bytes. 1, 2, 4, 8 maybe. And then rewrite that to disk as is, whatever the encoding is. And this then depends, of course, well, on the the encoding, which is which is what I just said. First the black bits, black king bits, then the white king bits, and then the rook bits in that order. And this one has the y coordinates first, and that's what I mean. Yes, so okay, so this is not the right way to do it. And that is, I'm not sure if I want to store the index, sorry, in this file. I probably should just store the xy coordinate of the king. So a black king, for example, is also compressed. You can see that how that is stored here. So that exists of the square bits, the y and x coordinate, and the block index. But the block index is already encoded in the file name, basically. So yeah, I don't need to store that. So maybe I should just extract the square bits, catenate it with the rest, and then squeeze that and then just write that into, I don't know, a whole number of bytes maybe. So put them in a character array. Okay, how easy is it to get the square bits from this thing? Shift, mask. What is bits? Bits is the whole thing. Okay, I have a square bits here. Block square shift. Yeah. I'm not using the same naming convention, it seems, as elsewhere. It's one of the first things I wrote, so it's still a bit messy. Normally I would give this the same name and then here write square bits shift, because, well, that's the shift of the square bits. But these things are also encoding the square, as in the square on a chessboard, coordinates of a block. And yeah, maybe not. This is part of a different struct. I already have block square here, and they are bits. I'm not having the name mask though, although the mask is for the whole thing. Yeah, okay, so this is the king square mask for the whole thing. Is this not what I was looking for? The thing has only one integer, unsigned integer here, and called coordinates, and I want just the square bits because I'm not interested in the block index. So that would be the coordinates shifted to the right, so we get rid of the block index, and that is being returned by this function. So I think I'm going to write, or well, extract block square, which is called compact because that also has the bits of the x and y coordinate catenated, as it were, but I can keep it like that. Square compact is a square compact which has its stuff always stored in uint16. No, this is version 1, sorry. Square compact and version 2. Okay, so I have to call coordinates, and then we get some type of which a certain number of bits are my x and y coordinate. And that is coordinates called on the square compact, where that would be this one. So that is also the member function of block square compact. And the block square compact I get from block square. I can't remember that, so I'll just paste it here. Block square, and that is on the member function of king square, and which is the base class of both kings which is something I think I can extract from the classification. No. Arg. What nonsense. Wait a minute. I think this whole encoder type is now 2 bytes. There's nothing else I can do than just write those 2 bytes. That's what I want. What am I talking about? Because the classification stores the number of ply in which it is made plus the 5 classification bits, which altogether always fits in 2 bytes, and extremely seldom, say never, in 1 byte. So yeah, just 2 bytes. And we store that here, but okay, and this was running over the index, the info index, which is my encoded board. I think I can just use this after all, at least for the single block case. And then the classification right to we can also keep. And then the read from I now have to fix. That should do simply the opposite of this. That can't be that hard then, can it? How does one read? God, must be an encoded type. That is assigned. I'm gonna read this value. I'm gonna read this with this function, but then the opposite, which returns the type that I want, provided I give it the same type. And well, it's not possible, man. Must be the N to H. Why is this H to N? Oh, we're writing it. Yeah, okay. We have this, which is a host order. Put it into network order, write it. So reading is going to do like this. I'm gonna read it. I just need to encode a type, period. Think like this. Deploy type mate. Mate imply becomes encoded. Read it. And then I have it. No. What is this? Coded type to host. Yeah. So this can just be encoded. So we have a local variable that is going to be in Big Endian. I cast that variable to a character pointer. And then I read from disk into that variable. And then we convert the Big Endian to the host. The host order, yeah. So that should be the opposite of this one. Just okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is write have a file name. I say I'm going to write to that file name. Open the file name, and then I call write. And then we close it, and then I have my file name. Why do I have the feeling that this... Oh no, that's not true. I was thinking it's still the same as the old format, but it's not. So I cannot compare it with anything except itself. So the vectors that I have, those are correct because I just compared them already with a file on the disk that is in the old format. And now I wrote the correct vectors to disk, and now I'm going to read them back. And then if they are still the same, then reading and writing works, because then what I read back has the same values as the correct vectors. Yes, so I'm writing it. And then reading it back. Suppose I also should do that here. $27, quite big, but okay. Yeah, okay, that takes a while again. Let's lose another game of chess in the meantime. Yeah, not super happy about it. Not super happy about it. Writing. That is annoying. Still running. Big file. Okay, it worked. You know what? It's generate all of them. Attacking my knight. This sneaky bastard. While I wasn't looking. Oh, that's also sneaky. Very sneaky indeed. That doesn't look very smart. Good check. I wouldn't mind taking here. The beautiful, annoying knight. Can't play the rook. Can't play the pawn. Oh, now you can play the pawn. Otherwise you could go here. Take that thing. And then take this rook. Pawn. If I go there, I could just defend it. But then I take this pawn here. That is also good. Let me develop this. A plausible square. That's annoying here. Very annoying. Then I get check. I can go here. I can exchange. With the knight here, I would lose this thing, or unless I go there with the rook. No, maybe I've been on time. The professor thinking very long. Professor Bombetti. Looks like it was bedtime or something, or lost otherwise connection, because... Oh, there it is. Well, I'm not going to delay my check. Let me see. I can probably best take it or not. This one is attacked. Go one up. Is my knight trapped? Not really. I'm gonna go one up first. I have no idea what. I should threaten to go here, maybe. Well, okay, then I take it. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, I think, or not. Could you go here? Threaten to take it. The pawn is pushed. I go there and take it. Oh, there's a threat of this fork here now. Yeah, let's not do that then. Let's do something before I run out of time. I could give check here. That's interesting. Does that help me in some way? Maybe, you know. It's called chess. I mean, oh, okay. Let's attack the rook. Almost mate. Just need to give check. That thing is defended, yes. Let's threaten mate in one. He probably won't see it. There's 15 seconds on the clock. What can you do about it anyway? This pawn. Blip. Still a move. Ah, it's still a move. Unbelievable, eh? And I threaten nothing, because if I take this, it takes that. Oh, my rook is attacked. Yeah, that's too annoying. Has to take here. It has to take there. Yep. Escape from hell. Can I chase it back? Not really. I can do this though. I would have, maybe I should have, I don't know. Would, should, can. Oh no, I give away this pawn. No. Kind of did. Oh, I'm almost made. Oh, that's pretty nasty. I don't know what to do. Still not made. No, that's probably not the best move. Probably not. Probably not. So I'm going to lose this, right? Totally. No. Okay, quadrant. It failed. Oh, this is again the Max Planck thing. Arg. Got to be kidding me. Ay, 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 ay. Well, that's weird. That is very weird. Oh, that is pretty shitty. Yeah, 8-bit. Yeah, no. What? Max supply upper bound 255 for size 28. Is that true? That is bloody true. 254 even. Apparently we reached 200. Oh yeah, I add one now, so that gives me 255, which is still fits in 1 byte. But apparently not. How is that possible? The maximum number. Oh, wait a minute. The maximum number of ply. Very, very, very dubious. Very dubious. Okay, I think that the maximum is 254, but I'm still running that function where we look for 1 plus 1. So after this has been filled in, it's probably still calling it. And then we do 254 plus 1 is 255, which must be unequal to unknown, and it isn't. So we need another plus 1. Really? How can I need 2 plus 1s, man? Oh, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I need another plus 1 because the unknown value, we don't have that. I cannot use the unknown value. It still doesn't entirely explain it, because I added a plus 1 to make it work for the 1 byte case. Oh yeah, no, I get it again. Yeah, without the plus 1. We need to add 2 extra because 1 unknown ply may not be used, and 2 that function test against the last found ply plus 1, which still needs to be less than unknown ply. I'm gonna add it here though. Yes, let's check that. Now I get 9. So my max my upper bound is 254 plus 2 is 256, and then the log 2 of that is 8 plus 1 is 9. Yeah, there. Okay. Shall I do puzzles? Whoa, my rating is low. I think I stopped caring and then just, you know, quickly gave answers, and all of them wrong, obviously. Yeah, okay, just check. If he takes check again and we win the queen, is that good enough? But by that time I gave away 2 pieces and a rook. Maybe not, but what else do I have? How about the capturing the queen? Queen can go here, it's about the only square. I have this square with a knight, bishop, rook, queen, rook, pawns, queen, knight. It's blocked. I can also go here actually. So I move my bishop, the queen is gonna go here or there, but if it goes here, no, the queen takes like that. Arrgh. And if the queen goes here, then I can move this pawn up. No, also not. Knight, it protects that. Plus it can go here. It's pretty safe here. I can move the rook here. Yeah, I don't see it. can tick here, check. Let's say it takes back. It's not good enough, is it? Can also attack the queen like this. Still only 2 squares, and this is still not losing. Man, I don't see it. Maybe move this pawn up. At least that blocks the queen going there. And I'm threatened to take the knight with attack on the queen. If the knight moves, yeah, then what? You can still go here. I don't know. Shall I give up? I move the bishop here. And it can still not go here. Queen, I think, because rook here, protected by the queen. And then the queen being here cannot go there, not go there, not go there or there. Oh, can take this pawn then. Okay, I give up. I'm just gonna do a move. And it's not it. And this was the last thing. Definitely also not it. And the check. The check is good. Well, I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it. I thought I'm losing. Yeah, okay, that's not good. So I thought I was losing too many pieces there, and I do. Maybe then now. Here. Oh, okay. Change order. Change move order. Okay, so we attack this square with the queen by first giving check. And then I put the bishop here. Yeah, now I just take here, of course. Analyze. Analyze the shit out of this. What the hell, man? Okay, I take here in order to take away that square. It's gonna take back. You can look at other stuff, but it seems a reasonable move. And then we do this, which is a discovered attack on the queen. And now the queen cannot go here because... Oh, because the rook can go there. Yeah. I mean, that's devastating. King goes, this would be mate, so king goes here. Check. There. Oh, that's a difficult to see the move. And then we win the queen eventually. Very difficult. But, okay. You can still go there. And then winning queen is not in order anymore. I mean, but this kind of threatens mate, I suppose. That move is too weird. So let's take here. Now we're threatening check and mate. King cannot go. Do this anyway, and then it has to give the queen like that. Okay, yeah, very difficult. Very difficult. And now what? Want to repeat moves? Draw? Okay. Draw? Open a file. Yeah, okay. It is a move. I think it's a bit far-fetched, so. Mate in 5. Give away the hook. Not non-calculatable, but you could argue king safety. Okay, it looks like king safety this, but you do have to play this pawn, I think, in order to open another file, which is pretty difficult to find. And all that. That's very deep, man. I think it is very far-fetched. Computer sees that this is made. I'm not sure a human can see that unless you're a grandmaster. So the rating is a bit too low. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. The rating is 2895. Okay, it's stronger than Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen wouldn't even have found this one. No, very nice. I'm gonna do something else. It's still working. Okay. I think I'm gonna watch a movie. This is gonna take forever. Generating these files just has to happen, and then after that I don't need to generate them anymore. I can just read them from disk. Seek and destroy. Knight takes c3. c3? Oh, that was c3, yeah. You take c3, bishop a2 check. Yeah, I saw that also, but then that was the first thing I saw. Then, but two pieces in a rook. Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. It was way more complex. Okay, movie time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me get some soup. Yep, I want soup coming up. I'm watching Final Destination. I watched 1 and 2, and I'm watching 3. Actually, already watched 5 as well this week. So after 3, there's still 4. Is there a new one, or is 5 the last? Turns out I never saw 3. I don't think at least I cannot remember having seen it so far. Doesn't say that much anymore. But Your Honor, I thought it was legal. There are 1,395,610,384 legal positions. Don't tell me this was illegal. Takes forever. Forever, I tell you. Yeah, you see, that was calculated in 1 microsecond. Hell, during compile time. There was no need for several minutes of calculating. 3 minutes calculation. I just got it right. Yeah, okay. Stop it. End stream. I'll be back tomorrow, I guess.